Hey, this is John Hickman with the Health Insurance Cooperative Agency, and today we'll be going over the benefits package for Blue Valley Physical Therapy's 2021 plan year. Starting off, we'll be going over the base plan, so this will be option 1, and just a heads up on this plan, we are switching from Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas City to Aetna, so we are switching carriers. And I will have the link for our network directory in the description or it'll be attached to this video. So moving right along, we are going to go over the individual deductible for the base plan. That is $7,350. Our out-of-network benefit for the individual is $22,050. So please note that we are going to want to keep our service in network because the out-of-network benefit is fairly high on this plan. So that is something to where if you're not sure of whether or not something's in network, we'd rather have you reach out to us than obviously go somewhere out of network. Moving on to the family's deductible. The family's deductible is $14,700 in network. Our out-of-network benefit on that is $66,150. So one thing we do want to keep on mind here is in network, our coinsurance is 100%. So what that actually means is if you're an individual on the plan with a $7,350 deductible, once you hit that number, the plan actually pays 100% until you hit $8,150. And obviously, once you hit your maximum out of pocket, you can't spend more money on the plan. That is your individual cap. So for families, your deductible is the $14,700, and once you hit that, you get 100% coinsurance until you hit the maximum out of pocket for families, which is the $16,300. Do keep in mind our out-of-network maximums for the individual is $42,000. And the family's maximum out-of-pocket is the $126,150. So like I was referring to earlier, it's going to be very, very important that we utilize Aetna's medical network. Okay, moving along. Our primary care office visit is a $40 copay inside the network. Out of network, the benefit is deductible and coinsurance. For a specialist visit, it is an $80 copay inside the medical network. Outside is deductible, then coinsurance. Preventative care visits, meaning more or less essential health services, are going to be covered at 100% inside the network. But if we do go to a provider that's outside that network, it is still deductible coinsurance. For urgent care, it is a $100 copay in network. Out of network, that is also going to go to deductible coinsurance. The emergency room visits are $500. Now that's going to stay the same inside or outside the network. You will see that. So moving right along, outpatient lab work is going to be deductible and then coinsurance. So for the outpatient lab work, you will need to hit that $7,350 before the insurance kicks in. So you will pay for those out of pocket. For our prescription benefits, these are for a 30-day supply of prescription. For tier 1, so like your generic drugs are going to range from anywhere from $3 to $10 copay. For our tier 2, we're going to have a $50 copay. And for tier 3, that is an $80 copay for the 30-day supply. And really quick, I do want to mention, since this is the base plan, our premiums. So for an employee, Blue Valley Physical Therapy is actually taking care of 100% of that employee-only premium. To add your spouse onto the plan, it's $325.57. Now that is a monthly fee. For your children, to add those on there, that is $286.50. And then last but not least, to add your family onto the plan, it is $680.42 per month. And that should conclude this base plan option 1 we're moving on to the buy-up option, or the option 2. And before we get into this plan, I would like to just mention something up front. You are going to have a slight difference when going into service with this plan. This plan, you had your Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas City card, your medical ID card you would take in for service. The only thing that's changing this next plan year is you'll have an Aetna card, and then you'll also have a second card, which is a Freedom Claims card, and it'll have Blue Valley Physical Therapy's logo on it. It'll be branded to you guys. However, you're going to want to present both of those cards when going in for an office visit, when you're going in to get your prescriptions, when you're going in for any service. You want to make sure you have both of those cards ready and available so you get these benefits that we have listed on the screen here. So moving right along, our individual deductible on the buy-up plan is $1,500. And the out-of-network benefit on that is $22,000, $22,050. For a family, the deductible is $3,000 in the network. But if we're outside the network, that is $66,150. So like it was with the base plan, it's going to be very, very optimal that we utilize the medical network that Aetna has put in place. The coinsurance on the buy-up plan is 50-50. So what that means, I'll use the individual for an example. Once you hit your deductible, which is $1,500, the insurance will actually pay 50% of any covered charges that you could spend until you hit that $4,400 maximum out of pocket. Also keep in mind that that is only for in-network. If you're out of network, you would have to hit the $22,000 out of network deductible, and then the plan would pay 50% until you hit the $42,050. And then for families, it is a $3,000 deductible with 50% coinsurance until you hit the $8,800, that is, sorry. And then for the out of network, it's that $66,150, and then the plan would pay 50% up until that $126,000. So like we were saying, very, very important that we utilize the medical network here. Okay, moving into the copay structure. Our primary care office visit is going to be a $35 copay inside the medical network. Outside of our network, it is deductible and then coinsurance. For our specialist visit, is a $35 copay, and then deductible and coinsurance outside of network. For any preventative care visits or essential health services, we have those covered at 100% as long as we're utilizing an in-network provider. Out of network, again, that is deductible coinsurance. For any urgent care visits, we have those listed at a $35 copay inside the network. Outside the network is a deductible coinsurance. And then moving on to the emergency room visit, that is going to be the same inside and outside the network. It is a $300 copay for an emergency room visit. And then for outpatient lab work, we have that covered at 100% inside the network. So make sure we're using the providers that we have listed on that network directory. And outside that network, it is deductible coinsurance. And then moving right on to our prescriptions, this is on 30-day supply. For the first tier, which is your generic drugs, we have those listed for $3 to $10. For tier 2, we have that listed at a $50 copay. And then tier 3 is an $80 copay. And keep in mind that is for the 30-day supplies. And then moving on to the employee premiums on the buy-up plan. For an employee only, there is going to be some responsibility. So that is $51.80 monthly. If we wanted to go ahead and add our spouse on this plan, it would be $725.21 monthly. To add our children onto this plan, it is $426.88. Now that is monthly as well. And then if we want to add the whole family onto the plan, it is $1,100.28 a month, and that'll take care of the family coverage. So we do. Let's see here. No, that looks like that should be it. So if you guys have any questions or concerns, we do recommend that you reach out to us. But other than that, that should conclude our 2021 benefits brochure for Blue Valley Physical Therapy. Thank you, and have a great rest of your day.